We're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1989 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny, a coin that's been making headlines with claims of fetching a whopping $1.8 million. Grab your magnifying glasses and let's embark on this numismatic adventure together. You're sifting through your pocket change, and amidst the nickels and dimes, you spot a humble 1989 penny. Could this be your ticket to millionaire status? Rumors have been swirling about this particular penny's astronomical value. But as with any treasure hunt, it's essential to separate fact from fiction. The 1989 Lincoln penny, produced by the U.S. Mint, features the iconic profile of the 16th President, Abraham Lincoln, on its obverse. Most pennies from this year bear no mint mark, indicating they were minted in Philadelphia. This lack of a mint mark is standard for Philadelphia minted coins and doesn't inherently add to the coin's value. Let's address the elephant in the room. While the idea of a common 1989 penny being worth $1.8 million is enticing, it's crucial to approach such claims with a healthy dose of skepticism. In the world of coin collecting, certain pennies have indeed fetched high prices, but these are typically rare errors or coins with unique historical significance. To put things into perspective, here are some Lincoln pennies that have garnered significant attention and value. During World War II, pennies were primarily made from steel to conserve copper. However, a few copper pennies from 1943 mistakenly entered circulation. One such penny sold for over $500,000. This penny, minted in San Francisco with the initials of designer Victor David Brenner, had a limited mintage of $484,000. Some have fetched prices exceeding $300,000. Due to a minting error, this penny displays noticeable doubling in its date and lettering. Well-preserved examples can sell for tens of thousands of dollars. Unlike the aforementioned rarities, the 1989 no-mint mark penny doesn't have any known errors or unique features that would elevate its value to such heights. It's a common coin with billions minted, making it readily available and typically worth its face value. Allow me to share a personal anecdote. A few years ago, I stumbled upon an old jar filled with pennies in my grandparents' attic. Heart racing, I imagined unearthing a rare gem worth a fortune. After hours of sorting and researching, I discovered a whole lot of pocket change. While I didn't strike it rich, the experience ignited a passion for coin collecting and a deeper appreciation for the stories behind each coin. While the dream of finding a $1 million penny in your change is alluring, it's essential to approach such claims critically. The 1989 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, in most cases, isn't your golden ticket. However, the world of numismatics is vast and full of genuine treasures waiting to be discovered. If you're as intrigued by coin collecting as I am and want to learn more about identifying valuable coins, strategies for building your collection, and the rich history behind everyday currency, hit that subscribe button. Join our community of enthusiasts and let's embark on this journey together. You're sifting through your pocket change, and nestled among the dimes and nickels, you spot a humble 2006 Lincoln penny. You think, just another penny, right? But what if I told you that this very coin could be worth a staggering $1.9 million? Intrigued? Well, stick around, because today we're diving deep into the world of Lincoln pennies, uncovering the secrets that could turn your everyday change into a life-changing jackpot. A penny worth millions? Yeah, right? But trust me, the world of coin collecting is full of surprises. While the 2006 Lincoln penny isn't typically known for fetching such astronomical sums, certain rare pennies have indeed made headlines for their jaw-dropping values. So, let's embark on this numismatic journey together, exploring the history, quirks, and valuable variants of the Lincoln penny. Lincoln cent, introduced in 1909 to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, replaced the Indian head cent designed by Victor David Brenner. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person's likeness. The original design showcased Lincoln's profile on the obverse and two wheat stalks on the reverse, earning it the nickname, Wheat Penny. While your 2006 penny might not be the golden ticket, several Lincoln pennies have fetched impressive sums. In 1909, the San Francisco Mint produced a limited run of pennies bearing Brenner's initials, VB, on the reverse. With only 484,000 minted, these coins are highly sought after. Some have sold for over $300,000. During World War II, copper was reserved for the war effort, leading the mint to produce pennies from zinc-coated steel. However, a few copper blanks were mistakenly used, resulting in rare 1943 copper pennies. One such penny fetched over $500,000 at auction. A minting error caused a noticeable doubling of the date and inscriptions on these pennies. Approximately 20,000 to 24,000 of these coins exist, with well-preserved examples selling for tens of thousands of dollars. While the standard 2060 penny isn't known for high value, certain factors can increase a coin's worth. Coins with errors, such as off-center strikes or double dies, can be valuable. Pennies in pristine, uncirculated condition, graded MS 65 or higher, are more valuable to collectors. Let me share a little story. A few years back, I was at a local flea market, rummaging through a jar of old coins. Amidst the clinking copper and nickel, I spotted a 1943 penny that looked different. It wasn't the usual steel gray, but had the warm hue of copper. My heart raced. Could it be one of those rare copper 1943 pennies? After getting it authenticated, it turned out to be a counterfeit. Someone had copper-plated a steel penny. While it wasn't $1 million find, the thrill of the hunt and the knowledge gained were priceless. So, the next time you're about to toss that penny into a tip jar or let it languish in your car's cup holder, take a closer look. While not every coin will be a hidden treasure, the world of numismatics teaches us that history and value can be found in the most unexpected places. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the fascinating world of coins and want to uncover more treasures hiding in plain sight, hit that subscribe button. Join our community of coin enthusiasts, and who knows, the next big find could be jingling in your pocket right now. All right, folks, have you ever checked your pocket change and thought, what if I'm sitting on a fortune and don't even know it? Well, today we're talking about a penny. Yes, a 1-cent coin that could be worth $2 million. That's right, $2 million for a 1994 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. I know what you're thinking. Come on, a penny? I barely picked those up off the ground. Well, after this video, you might start crawling under vending machines and checking every coin in sight, because this little copper beauty is the holy grail of modern pennies. Before we dive in, let me tell you a quick story. A few years ago, I was at a gas station, and the guy in front of me paid for his coffee with exact change. Something caught my eye, a 1994 penny. I knew the year had some interesting errors, so I casually asked if I could swap it for another penny. He shrugged, took my penny, and went on his way. I flipped that coin over, and no mint mark. My heart stopped for a second. Could this be the one? $2 million in my palm? Spoiler alert, it wasn't. But hey, it was still worth a few bucks, which is better than nothing. So, what makes the 1994 no mint mark penny so special? Let's get into it. First off, let's break down what a no mint mark penny actually means. Normally, Lincoln pennies minted in Philadelphia don't have a mint mark. But here's the kicker. There's supposed to be a mint mark on some 1994 pennies. When a coin is missing one where there should be one, that's when collectors go crazy. There are a few theories about how this happened. Maybe the minting process had an error, or maybe someone at the US Mint accidentally used the wrong die. Either way, these rare errors create the kind of coins collectors are willing to shell out big bucks for. The 1994 no mint mark penny that sold for $2 million. Why did it go for so much? Only a handful of these have ever been found. The winning coin was in near-perfect shape, graded at an ultra-high level. High-end collectors will pay insane prices for unique errors, and when a bidding war starts, well, you get numbers like $2 million. Now, I know what you're thinking. Okay, but what if mine isn't in perfect condition? Even if you have one in decent shape, it could still be worth thousands, maybe even tens of thousands. Not bad for a penny, right? Dump out that piggy bank, check your couch cushions, and start searching. If there's a little D or S under the date, sorry, no jackpot today. If there's nothing there, keep looking. Check the details, compare it to a regular 1994 penny. If something looks off, thicker letters, slightly different Lincoln features, you might have a winner. Take it to a coin dealer or send it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll confirm if it's the real deal. Now, a little warning, there are fakes out there. Some people try to tamper with coins by removing the mint mark themselves. But experts can spot those from a mile away, so don't go trying to scratch yours off and retire early. It won't work. So, could you be sitting on a fortune without even knowing it? It's definitely possible. This is why coin collecting isn't just for hobbyists. It's for smart people who know that knowledge can literally turn pennies into millions. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that subscribe button because I've got tons of insider coin tips coming your way. Trust me, you don't want to miss the next big discovery that could be hiding in your spare change. Now, go check those pennies. And if you find a 1994 no mint mark, well, don't forget who told you about it. You're sifting through your pocket change, and nestled among the dimes and nickels is a humble 2013 Abraham Lincoln penny. Nothing special, right? But what if I told you that this unassuming coin, lacking a mint mark, could be worth a staggering $2.1 million? Intrigued? Let's dive into the fascinating world of coin collecting and uncover the secrets behind such a jaw-dropping valuation. The Lincoln cent, affectionately known as the penny, has been jingling in our pockets since 1909. Over the years, certain pennies have become the rock stars of the numismatic world, fetching prices that could make your wallet blush. But what makes a penny go from ordinary to extraordinary? First, let's talk mint marks. These tiny letters on a coin indicate where it was minted: P for Philadelphia, D for Denver, and S for San Francisco. A missing mint mark can sometimes signal a rare variety, but it's not a guarantee of value. It's like finding a blank fortune cookie. Interesting. But is it valuable? Now, about that 2013 no mint mark Lincoln penny. Rumors have swirled about its astronomical value. But let's set the record straight. There's no verified evidence of any 2013 penny without a mint mark being worth $2.1 million. In fact, such a valuation would be unprecedented for a modern penny. It's akin to discovering your childhood Beanie Baby collection is suddenly funding your retirement. Unlikely, but a fun thought. While the 2013 penny might not be your ticket to millionaire status, other pennies have indeed broken the bank. During World War II, pennies were made from steel to conserve copper. However, a few copper versions slipped through the cracks. One of these rarities fetched over $500,000 at auction. Talk about a shiny surprise. This coin bears the initials of its designer, Victor David Brenner, and was minted in San Francisco. With only 484,000 produced, it's a coveted piece among collectors, with some specimens selling for over $300,000. That's a lot of dough for a penny. Let me share a little story. A few years back, I stumbled upon a 1955 double-die penny in my grandfather's old coin jar. The date and lettering appeared mysteriously doubled, a minting mishap that made this coin particularly valuable. I excitedly took it to a local coin dealer, visions of a new car dancing in my head. After a thorough examination, the dealer informed me it was a counterfeit. My dreams deflated faster than a punctured balloon, but it was a valuable lesson in the importance of coin authentication. So, while your 2013 no mint mark penny might not be your golden ticket, the world of coin collecting is full of surprises. Always inspect your change. You never know when you might find a hidden gem. And remember, knowledge is your best tool in this hobby. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of valuable pennies, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Hit that notification bell so you won't miss out on more tips, tricks, and tales from the coin collecting universe. Who knows? Your next penny might just be worth a fortune. The values mentioned are based on historical auction results and can vary based on a coin's condition and market demand. All right, folks, let me ask you something. How often do you actually look at your pocket change? Be honest. Most people just toss it in a jar, let it gather dust, and maybe cash it in when they need gas money. But what if I told you that one of those little pennies jingling around in your car's cup holder could be worth a life-changing $2.2 million? Yeah, I said it. $2.2 million. Now, I know what you're thinking. Come on, a penny worth that much? You've got to be joking. But no joke, my friend. There's a 1996 D Lincoln penny out there that has collectors going absolutely nuts. And if you're lucky enough to find one, you might just retire early. I learned this the hard way. Years ago, before I got into coin collecting, I used to dump my spare change into one of those big vending machine coin counters. One day, I cashed in about $40 worth of pennies, didn't even think twice about it. Fast forward a few years, I got into coin collecting and found out that some pennies are worth thousands. You better believe I lost sleep wondering if I just tossed away my shot at an early retirement. So don't make my mistake. Stick with me, because today we're diving into everything you need to know about this 1996 D Lincoln penny, why it's worth a fortune, and how to tell if you've got one in your possession. So, why in the world would a tiny copper coin be worth millions? Well, it all comes down to errors and rarity. The 1996 D penny in question isn't your average, everyday penny. It has some serious minting mistakes that make it a collector's holy grail. Now, the most famous of these rare 1996 D pennies has a dramatic double-die error, which means the coin's design was accidentally stamped twice, causing a noticeable doubling in Lincoln's face, lettering, and date. If you look closely, you'll see that the features are slightly duplicated, kind of like when your printer spits out a document with a shadowy second image. That's a huge deal in the coin world. But here's where it gets wild. This particular double die error wasn't caught by the US Mint, and only a handful of these coins ever made it into circulation. And guess what? Collectors are desperate to find them. One of these ultra-rare 1996 D pennies was recently auctioned for a jaw-dropping $2.2 million. That's right, a little copper penny. Someone is literally sitting on a fortune right now, and they might not even know it. All right, so now you're probably scrambling to grab every 1996 D penny you've ever touched. But how do you know if you've got the $1 million version? The valuable version was minted in Denver, so check under the year. If there's no D, it's not the one. Look at Lincoln's profile, the word Liberty, and the date 1996. If you see a shadowy, doubled effect, you might be in luck. The rarest coins are often in high-grade condition. If your penny looks like it was chewed up by a lawnmower, chances are it's not worth much. But if it's got that fresh, crisp look, you could have something special. I always tell people, get a magnifying glass or use your phone's zoom feature. A regular glance won't cut it. You need to really inspect these bad boys. So, let's say you've gone through your piggy bank, found a 1996 D penny, and think you've hit the jackpot. Collectors actually prefer coins in their natural state. Scrubbing it with soap and water could ruin its value faster than you can say bad investment. Take it to a reputable coin dealer or send it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC. These guys will professionally examine your coin and tell you if it's the real deal. Consider your selling options. If it's a genuine rare error coin, you can auction it off through Heritage Auctions or eBay's high-end coin section. Some collectors might even make you an offer on the spot. If you don't have one yet, start checking your change now. I've seen people find rare coins in the most random places, laundromats, vending machines, even stuck between couch cushions. You never know where treasure is hiding. The 1996 D Lincoln penny is worth up to $2.2 million because of a rare double die error. Only a few exist, so if you find one, you could be set for life. But don't just go spending every 1996 penny you see, check for the error first. This is why coin collecting is hands down one of the coolest hobbies out there. You're literally hunting for lost treasure, and sometimes, that treasure is sitting right in your pocket. So, if you want more tips on spotting valuable coins, hidden rarities, and coin collecting strategies, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're just getting started, and trust me, you do not want to miss what's coming next. If you go digging through your pennies and find something interesting, drop a comment below. You never know, you might just be sitting on a fortune. Let me ask you something. Have you ever glanced at your pocket change and thought, what if one of these pennies is worth a fortune? Well, grab your magnifying glass and your lucky penny jar, because today we're talking about a 2017 D Lincoln penny that sold for an unbelievable $2.30 million. Yeah, you heard that right. Not 23 bucks, not 2,300 bucks. We're talking $2,300,000 for a penny. You could buy a mansion, a Ferrari, and still have enough left over to fill a swimming pool with pennies just for fun. Now, I know what you're thinking. Come on, is this real? How does a modern penny become worth more than a house? Well, stick with me, because by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly what makes this 2017 D Lincoln penny so valuable, how to check if you have one, and why you should start paying way more attention to the change in your pocket. And I'll also share a little story about the time I thought I hit the jackpot with a penny. Spoiler alert, it did not go as planned. So, if you're ready to potentially turn 1 cent into a fortune, let's dive in. The 2017 D Lincoln penny. What's the big deal? All right, first things first, what exactly makes this 2017 D Lincoln penny worth millions? It all comes down to errors, rarity, and collector demand. Back in 2017, the Denver Mint cranked out billions of these pennies. But every once in a while, a mistake slips through. And when that mistake is rare enough, collectors will throw down serious cash to get their hands on it. This particular penny is a double die error, which means the design was stamped twice, slightly misaligned. If you look closely, Lincoln's face and the inscriptions will look kind of blurry or doubled up. But this isn't just any double die. It's an extremely rare variation that hardly anyone noticed when these pennies first entered circulation. Now, you might be wondering, okay, but how many of these are out there? The truth is, no one knows exactly. Some estimates say fewer than 50 exist, while others believe it's even less than that. That's why, when one of these rare pennies was authenticated and put up for auction, collectors went nuts. A bidding war broke out, and before anyone could blink, the final price landed at $2.30 million. Imagine that for a second. Someone out there, probably just checking their couch cushions or their car's cup holder, could have stumbled upon one of the rarest pennies in modern history. Now for the fun part. How can you tell if you're holding on to one of these ultra-rare 2017 D. Lincoln pennies? Look for the little D below the year 2017 on the front of the penny. If there's no D, sorry, that one's from Philadelphia and not part of this jackpot. Grab a magnifying glass and check Lincoln's face, his beard, and the inscriptions like Liberty and In God We Trust. If you see any signs of doubling, meaning the letters or features look stacked or slightly blurry, you might be onto something. That if you think you've got the real deal, don't just toss it back into your change jar. Take it to a coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll verify whether it's the actual rare variety or just a regular penny with wishful thinking. Now, let me tell you about the time I thought I had a fortune in my pocket. A few years ago, I found an old, shiny penny while cleaning out my car. I got way too excited and convinced myself it was one of those rare error coins worth thousands. So what did I do? I ran straight to a coin dealer, all confident like I was about to retire early. The guy takes one look at it, squints, then chuckles, and says, "Buddy, this is a regular penny, just really clean." Turns out, it wasn't an error. It was just a 2002 penny someone had probably dropped in a puddle and polished up. Moral of the story? Always double-check before planning your dream vacation to the Bahamas. Point 1. Always check your pennies. You never know when you might be holding on to a $2.3 million jackpot. Point 2. Look for that D, mint mark, and doubling. That's the golden ticket to a life-changing payday. And 3. Don't get too excited until you've had an expert confirm it. Trust me, it saves a lot of embarrassment. Now, if you enjoyed this video and want to keep learning how to spot valuable coins hiding in your pocket change, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I've got plenty more tips, tricks, and wild coin stories coming your way. And hey, if you find a 2017 D. Lincoln penny worth millions, don't forget who gave you the tip. Maybe send me a thank you penny in the mail, just not the valuable one. Imagine finding a penny in your pocket that's worth a whopping $2.4 million. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, today we're diving into the fascinating world of rare coins, focusing on the legendary 2016 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny. So, grab your magnifying glasses and let's embark on this treasure hunt together. You know that feeling when you find a penny on the ground and think, it's just a penny? What if I told you that some of these humble coins could be worth more than a mansion? Intrigued? Let's journey into the story of the 2016 no-mint mark Lincoln penny and uncover why it's causing such a stir in the numismatic world. In 2016, the U.S. Mint released billions of pennies bearing Abraham Lincoln's iconic profile. Most of these coins featured a small mint mark indicating where they were produced, P for Philadelphia, D for Denver, and S for San Francisco. However, a few sneaky pennies escaped without any mint mark. These elusive coins are what collectors are now fervently seeking. You might wonder, what's the big deal about a missing mint mark? Well, in the coin collecting universe, such anomalies can skyrocket a coin's value. It's like finding a limited edition of your favorite book with a printing error. Rarity often equals desirability. Historically, coins like the 1909 SVB Lincoln cent, with only 484,000 minted, have become highly sought after due to their scarcity. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Is the 2016 no-mint mark penny truly worth $2.4 million? While there have been reports of rare pennies fetching high prices, such as the 1943 bronze Lincoln cent selling for over $1 million, Wikipedia, the 2016 no-mint mark penny hasn't reached such astronomical figures. However, its rarity does make it significantly more valuable than its face value, especially if found in pristine condition. Let me share a personal anecdote. A few years ago, I was sorting through a jar of spare change, hoping to find enough for a coffee. Amidst the sea of copper, a peculiar penny caught my eye. It lacked a mint mark. My heart raced as I imagined retiring early, all thanks to this tiny coin. After some research and a visit to a local coin dealer, I discovered it was indeed a rare find, though not quite the golden ticket I had envisioned. Nevertheless, it ignited a passion for coin collecting I never knew I had. If you're now inspired to sift through your change, here's what to look for. As the name suggests, these pennies lack the tiny letter indicating their mint origin. Coins in mint or near mint condition fetch higher prices. Handle them carefully, preferably with gloves, and store them in protective cases. If you believe you've found a rare penny, consult a reputable coin dealer or get it graded by a professional service. Who knew that the pennies jingling in our pockets could hold such secrets and potential value? The story of the 2016 no-mint Mark Abraham Lincoln penny reminds us that treasures often lie in the most unexpected places. So, the next time you come across a penny, take a moment to inspect it. You might just be holding a fortune. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare coins and want to uncover more hidden treasures, hit that subscribe button and join our community. Share your coin discoveries in the comments below, and let's keep this exciting journey going together. Alright, folks, imagine this. You're digging through your couch cushions, maybe looking for that lost remote, and bam, you find a penny. No big deal, right? Just a measly cent. But what if I told you that one little coin could be worth a life-changing $2.5 million? Yeah, you heard that right. Today, we're talking about the 1981 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny, a coin that has collectors foaming at the mouth. Why? Because one special version of this coin has hit the jackpot, making it one of the rarest and most valuable pennies in the world. Hold up, I have a jar full of pennies at home. How do I know if I've got the golden ticket? Well, my friend, grab that coin jar, pour yourself a cup of coffee, and settle in. We're about to break down exactly what makes this penny so valuable, what to look for, and how you could be sitting on a small fortune without even knowing it. Now, most Lincoln pennies from 1981 aren't worth much more than face value. You could walk into any grocery store, slap one down on the counter, and the cashier wouldn't even blink. But, and this is a big but, there's a rare version that collectors are willing to shell out millions for. Now, before you start throwing every penny you own under a microscope, let's get one thing straight. Just being no mint mark doesn't automatically make a penny valuable. There are millions of pennies from Philadelphia that don't have a mint mark, and most of them are, well, just pennies. But the 1981 version is special because it wasn't supposed to be missing that mark. A few rogue pennies slipped through the cracks, and boom, instant collector's item. Alright, so what's the magic sauce? Why is this penny worth more than a brand new Lamborghini? The US Mint made a mistake. Some 1981 pennies that were supposed to have a mint mark just don't. And collectors love mint mistakes. We're not talking about hundreds or even dozens of these floating around. There's only one known example of this specific error in pristine condition, and that's why it's sold. Even if you do find a 1981 no mint mark penny, it has to be in top-tier condition, like fresh off the press level of shiny. The one that sold for millions was graded MS 67RD, which is coin collector talk for almost perfect. Now, let me tell you a little story. A while back, I was at a flea market. You know, one of those places where people are selling everything from antique furniture to homemade beef jerky. I spot a guy with a table full of old coins. So, naturally, I start sifting through, looking for hidden treasures. Suddenly, I see a 1981 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. My heart starts racing. Could this be it? Could I be holding my ticket to early retirement? I hand over a crisp $5 bill, take my new treasure home, and immediately examine it under a magnifying glass. My hands are sweating. My pulse is pounding. And then, reality hits. It's just a regular Philly penny, worth exactly 1 cent. Always check the details before celebrating. Also, flea market beef jerky? Surprisingly delicious. How to check if you have the $2.5 million penny alright. So you're probably itching to check your own pennies now. Look for a 1981 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. If it has a little D or S under the date, sorry, you're out of luck. If it looks like it's been run over by a truck, it's probably not worth much. Get it graded. If you think you've got a winner, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll tell you if you've struck gold or just copper.so. There you have it. The 1981 no mint Mark Lincoln penny. One tiny coin that could be worth a whopping $2.50 million. Now, if you've got a pile of old pennies lying around, I highly recommend taking a second look. Who knows? Maybe you've been sitting on a hidden fortune this whole time. And hey, if you love learning about rare coins and how to turn pocket change into real money, Make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I've got plenty more insider tips, wild stories, and expert strategies to help you find valuable coins hiding in plain sight.